Yo tengo un cubo de Rubik. Hey, welcome everybody. In this video, we're going to look at the verb tener in Spanish. It means to have. I'll explain to you how it works and give you some expressions you can use with it, some things you can use right away, and also a few different ways we can practice it today. All right, so to get started, if you want to just use this verb right away, you're in Mexico or somewhere and you're speaking Spanish, you want to use the verb to have, there are a few things you can use right away. So the first question here is tiene something aquí, is like, do you have something here? Maybe tiene agua aquí, tiene comida aquí, do you have food here? Tiene un teléfono aquí, do you have a telephone here? Those are some questions you could ask. The next one, cuántos something tiene, is how many of something do you have? So maybe you want to know how many seats they have available or something like that. You know, cuántas sillas tiene? You could use that question. The next one is maybe you have a friend, you want to get to know them better. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Is how old are you? That's an expression of tener. We'll look at some of those in just a second. And then, to answer that question, by the way, if you were asked that, you'd say tengo, and then the number, and then años. So if you're 20 years old, tengo 20 años. And then there's a couple statements I gave you for immediate use also. Maybe you come to your hotel and you want to tell me you have a reservation and your name is something. So that first one right here, you'd say tengo una reservación. Me llamo or mi nombre es, and then you can tell them your name. And then this last one right here, maybe you get into a taxi and you're like, voy al hotel, I'm going to hotel, whatever. Y tengo prisa, I'm in a hurry. That's how you could say that. Over here on the right, we have some expressions with tener. I'll go through them really quick. You change tener into its different forms to assign it to somebody, conjugate it basically, which we'll look at in just a second. But those expressions are tener a number of años is how old you are. Tener calor is, you're hot. Tener frío, you're cold. Tener hambre, you're hungry. Tener sed, you're thirsty. Careful with the pronunciation of this, by the way, too, because the word hombre means man. Hambre is like hunger, so don't get those two confused. Tener sueño is to be sleepy. Tener miedo is to be frightened or scared. Tener prisa, I said a second ago, is to be in a hurry. Tener éxito is to be successful. Tener razón is to be right. Put a no in front of it and you have to be wrong. No tener razón. And then tener suerte is to be lucky. So here are the conjugations of the verb tener. I'll go through the pronunciation of them really quick. We got yo tengo for I have, tú tienes for you have, él tiene, he has, and so on. We got nosotros tenemos for we have, vosotros tenéis for you guys have, that's used in Spain, and then tienen for they have or you guys have. If you want to pause the video really quick and do this practice activity, put the correct form of tener in the blank, go ahead and do that. I'll give you the answers in about 2 seconds. Pause the video. Okay, here come the answers. We've got mis amigos tienen 20 años. My friends are 20 years old. Yo tengo 10 gallinas. I have 10 hens. 3. Mi familia y yo tenemos una casa amarilla. My family and I have a yellow house. 4. La profesora tiene una clase buena. The teacher has a good class. Y 5. ¿Y tú? ¿Tienes 20 años también? And you? Are you also 20 years old? I've got some practice for you. This crossword puzzle right here is available to you either via this QR code over here on the right. There's also the link to it down here at the bottom. I'll include a link to this presentation, by the way, in the description of the video. I will also try to put a couple other things to practice as well. I'm going to see if I can give you a link to a Quizlet set that has some practice these tener expressions as well as a quizzes activity where you can also practice all this together as well. Hopefully this helps. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hasta luego.